Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we got another great video by Jew Almighty. My God, shout outs to you. I hope I do you justice on this video, man. You've been putting in some work. I appreciate you. But I came across this video and I'm like, I like the topic. Maybe because I used to be a nerd or somewhat or whatever, man. But I just wanted to jump into it because it's definitely something to talk about. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
Saying the character is not black.
People just assume that every character must be white, and those people are weird. Especially the ones that take that mindset and then apply it to cosplayers.
People run to the comments to say that he's anything but black because they love the character, they love the black culture around him, but they hate the idea that he might actually be a black man.
White people are trying to colonize anime now because of course they are.
Now, if you're just like, hey, I found this thing called anime. It's like Japanese animation cartoon of sorts. It's really cool. Their art is really good. The way they depict fight scenes is really good. I think it's really interesting. That's fine. You can like anime. But then white people just like colonize that shit. And then it's just like Vinny Hacker watches anime, so I start watching anime so that he would like me.
Which has even extended to cosplay.
I have seen the opposite.
That's true, bro. Like, true. Like, man, look, to be honest with you, man, a lot of us, have you ever heard of very popular animes? You probably, I know for a fact, I've heard of Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, y'all heard of Naruto, Attack on Titan, those big ones like Demon Slayer, man. You're gonna have all kind of fans, shapes, sizes, colors of type of, different type of people that likes to just dress up as their favorite character. It's no different from maybe Halloween. You get what I'm saying? But in this case, for some reason, a lot of people have issues, excuse me. Let's just say if a black person was to dress up as Goku, let's just be real. Is that a big deal? I don't think it is, but let's just keep watching.
It a lot where people just assume that every character must be white, and those people are weird. Especially the ones that take that mindset and then apply it to cosplayers. Like, they have no problem with a white person cosplaying Naruto, and as far as they're concerned, it's a perfect match, but then a black person cosplays Naruto and all of a sudden they have a problem with it. Those people are the weirdos.
With white people trying to ridicule black people for even participating in cosplay. Hating on them every chance they get and accusing them of trying to make Japanese anime characters black.
I'm just saying the character is
Accusing someone of trying to make a cartoon character black is insane. Just saying the sentence is insane because we know there's people probably out there doing it. Just for some reason, just have an issue with it. And not only that, a lot of anime characters are Japanese. Like, let's be honest, they just because the coloring of the show has a different color doesn't mean they're like white American. Like, this make it like a real thing in the thought. Let's just be honest. Y'all think like Ash from Pokemon or some of these big animes, like, you get what I'm saying, is white American? And I just feel like when we take those animes and bring them to North America, specifically United States, they just want to, like they say, colonize it. Like, dude, you can't just look at these Japanese characters and automatically think that every character on there is just because of the color they're drawn and colored in the way that they're drawn and the way that they're colored in. It's white.
Is not black. Right. The characters that we cosplay might not be black, but they're not white either. I mean, he is a saying, but he isn't that kind of monkey. Broly is not black. Why are you doing this? What's your problem? What? I'm just being cannily accurate. It's not that serious. It is that serious because what you're doing looks like racism.
And you see their ignorance as clear as day with tweets like this. Not sure why everything needs to be this character, but make it black. Seems like an odd choice if you love the original characters. This is just a normal black woman cosplaying, by the way. Which then leads to black people speaking out about that colonizing mentality.
When a Japanese creator wants to put black characters in her story and she creates a black man who's on the lighter side, people run to the comments to say that he's anything but black because they love the character, they love the black culture around him, but they hate the idea that he might actually be a black man. When Miles Morales puts on the mask, he's not Spider-Man, he's Miles Morales, because Spider-Man can be any other race, any other gender, any other...
And not only that, Miles Morales is literally mixed. He's not even all the way black, and that's crazy. And people just feel like even that can be an issue because he's not all the way black. He's still acceptable because he's mixed with Spanish. That he's still like, if Miles was all the way black, it would be tough for a lot of people to accept.
Species, but he can't be a black person. When a Japanese person creates a manga to highlight the struggle of mixed race people in Japan and it follows a black mixed race girl, met with none but racism and controversy.
She is black. She didn't make it black. You sound dumb. But racism and negativity like that is what led to a black girl really into cosplay on social media, self-deleting.
Ashley, who went by the username
tough,
SquidKid1111, she was a cosplayer that cosplayed anime characters. Her cosplays are amazing. If we scroll through her page, you guys cannot tell me these aren't good cosplays. But wait, some people will say they aren't good because she's black.
You know, that's tough, man. This girl just loved a cartoon. She loves the thought of being able to dress up and play fantasy. No different from a lot of girls wanting to play princess, or a lot of little dudes wanting to play superheroes. They're their favorites, just, comic book character. But for some reason, because of the character she's dressed as was considered Japanese white, she got so much hate that it pressured her into not being here anymore. In other words, that's tough. And the internet could be a cruel place sometimes.
Unfortunately, racism is still very much a thing in today's world. Ashley's family made a post announcing the passing of Ashley. They revealed in a recent story post that she received many disgusting racist comments. All these comments built up dark thoughts within Ashley, and she decided to exit the world. Fans should be able to cosplay any character that they like, and they shouldn't have to worry about receiving racist comments.
The fact that we lost another angel to racism in this community is absolutely unacceptable. This should not be happening ever. The fact that people say, oh, the racism isn't that serious in this community and in the world. Yes, it is.
Which is just sad in and of itself. But I honestly didn't know how delusional these people were until I responded to Afro Rose tweet. And I said something really simple that I thought everybody just knew were facts. The funniest thing is most anime characters are Japanese, but nobody has a problem with white people making them white. And as you can see, that led to a whole bunch of discussion.
Drew Amani, what a powerful post. And I know I briefly touched on them earlier, but you just put it in the statement and it just went viral. Yes, the colonization of Japanese art characters is insane. Sometimes I gotta wonder, white people, man, is that a thing to automatically do? Like, y'all have no stop. I think it's written in DNA, like migration at this point. Like, y'all have to take it and just make it a white thing. That's crazy.
In arguments, and of course racism just spiraling out, with again white people really exposing that colonizer mentality and how they see the world, with everything just being default white and made for them.
And a part that makes me genuinely mad,
real quick, I'm going to stop this video because I need to ask, this to be honest. If I get across any Asian, real Japanese people here from, across the world, or you're living here, do y'all have a thing where y'all just talk amongst yourself and say, damn, this is a yellow thing, Asian being yellow, quote unquote, white being white, and black being black, or a brown thing? Do y'all say, man, this is an Asian thing? Because in my mind, I don't really ever come across an Asian guy y'all, this is yellow pride only, bro. Don't, do this. They're not doing that from what I understand. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments.
It makes me want to tweak out when I hear people talk about what happened to this young lady, is that I'm hearing people say, oh, because this is something that's been wrong with the community for a while now. No, say what it is. This is the culture built around a lot of these online spaces, and people find it perfectly acceptable until a situation like this happens where a young girl loses her life.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Hello, monkey.
Jeez.
Oh, wait. Frieza's voice. Wait. Are you being racist? Can't be racist if Frieza said it. Okay. I guess Frieza did.
If y'all don't know, Frieza is one of the antagonists on Dragon Ball Z, villains, in other words. And one of his favorite or famous lines is monkeys, because the characters had monkey tails and turned into giant, giant ape-like creatures with enormous powers, pretty much.
Say that, didn't he? I mean, he is a Saiyan, but he isn't that kind of monkey. Broly is not black. All right, now I gotta respond. Why are you doing this? What's your problem? What? I'm just being canonically accurate. It's not that serious. You know, it is that serious because what you're doing looks like racism, but you're trying to dress it up as being canonly accurate, as if somehow hiding behind the word canon makes it okay. I'm not being racist. I'm just saying the character is not black. Right. The characters that we cosplay might not be black, but you know, they're not white either. They're not Hispanic, and sometimes they're not even Japanese or even Asian. And sometimes they're legit aliens. See, the issue is we disproportionately see you try to enforce this whole being canonly accurate rule under black cosplayers post. And that's a problem. Bro, it's just jokes. I'm having fun online. Relax. And that's the difference. Your version of fun has the ability to damage someone else's mental health. Black cosplayers are just trying to have fun online too. But your fun comes at someone else's expense. And you don't know what somebody is dealing with offline. They could be battling anxiety, depression, or just real life struggles. And you can sit up here and say, oh, it's just one comment. But psychology.
You know, not even that, man. When you come out of these characters, a lot of people like to dress up into these these characters because as a means of escape. You just don't know what's going through them. It means dealing with depression, like you said, a means of escaping like the pressures of being around abusive relationships, not being socially accepted, those sort of things. So they do these things to kind of come out their shell, man. What's wrong with that? They're not doing zero harm to anybody, literally zero harm. They're just having fun.
It literally shows us that one negative comment outweighs 5 to 10 positive ones. And when you add likes, shares, and retweets to that, you're amplifying it, you're normalizing it, and you're literally opening the door for people with negative intentions to come in and pile on top of that comment.
Like I said in another video, I've been watching anime for a long time. Like before Toonami Dragon Ball Z days. I love anime. I always have, and my kids love anime. And one thing I've always known about anime, which I thought was common sense, is it's Japanese anime. Which means that all, if not most of these characters are Asians, robots, or aliens. So to see white people try to claim dominance and superiority or ownership of anime, like they're the only ones that can cosplay or support it properly, it's super weird to me, but it gets even deeper because they actually think that these characters are white and anybody dressing up as them or liking them is trying to change their race somehow. Which, going back to my tweet, the funniest thing is most of these characters are Japanese, as in Japanese animation, but nobody has a problem with white people making them white. And one response that really highlighted the thought process behind white people trying to colonize anime is this. That's because white people often don't acknowledge those characters are Asian people.
Naruto Uzumaki is probably just Japanese, right? He's probably just, or whatever in his world the equivalent to Japanese is. Uzumaki Naruto, not a very white sounding name, right?
No, these characters, a lot of your favorite, most known characters are literally Japanese. And if you need to put a color behind it, most people would consider it yellow. These characters yellow. Sorry. In other words, if you need to have to put a color behind it, no, they're not white. All right. And then not only that, just to try to colonize a whole nother genre is crazy because there is American anime. There is quote unquote white anime. You see those all the times. Those are going to be your Family Guys, your American Dad, those sort of TV sitcoms that they try to come out with, and a few others, don't get me wrong. But yeah, like these are strongly based on comic books that they turned into, or manga that they turned into what they call anime. And then the white version of those are just the comic book styles that they turned into these TV shows and these cartoons, these webtoons, and these sort of things. Like everybody has their own style. But it's crazy to assume just because this person is lighter of color that they made this person peach like Naruto, like literally as you see it right here, that he's a white guy. The dude's name is Naruto. It is what, Japanese? I forget for what, but like it's not American at all. Damn, what was Maelstrom? Right? It's Naruto. I could be wrong. I gotta look it up now because I wouldn't be even. So meaning of Naruto. So whirlpool. Okay, gotcha. Whirlpool or fish cake. Naruto. This man's name is Whirlpool or fish cake. See? Not even. Let's go. Let's keep watching, guys.
And the series is very heavily Japanese.
They presume they're white, so it isn't considered an anime. Someone on this app once told me that Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender was white, which is still crazy. Look at this character. Tell me that's a white person.
Not
I then
at
found
all.
out that many of them think so. Crazy as fuck. That tweet blew my mind, believe it or not. I thought we all knew that these were Asian people.
Aang is a damn straight up Buddhist. I mean, like when you look at even a cartoon, like let's just be real. Like when you look at this cartoon, Let's see if we can find this cartoon one more time. Dude is of Buddha descent. Look at this costume right here. Straight of Oriental descent. Even all this. Like, come on, let's just be real. Let's just be real. Jeez, bro. Golly.
Me, that's a white person. I then found out that many of them think so. Crazy as fuck. That tweet blew my mind, believe it or not. I thought we all knew that these were Asian people.
Why in Japanese anime do none of the characters look Japanese?
Real reason is because anime is a Japanese medium, so every anime character is presumed Japanese, or supposed to be presumed Japanese unless directly stated otherwise, which is why they speak Japanese, they have Japanese names, they go to Japanese schools, they eat Japanese foods, they live in Japanese locations, etc.
Which I then responded to, Aang of all people, everybody in Avatar is anything but white. Again, look at these people. But that makes a lot of sense now. And then, of course, the racists came out mad and in full effect, and it literally turned into a war zone between these tweets and the comments, to the point that I had to mute these threads because my phone kept going off. Well, it sure as hell ain't black for the most part. But I digress. People should be able to just cosplay and have fun regardless of race, and honestly shouldn't be making it an issue. But even that tweet in and of itself is racist. Who said these characters were black? Nobody. It's just black people participating and dressing up as anime characters. Isn't this considered cultural appropriation no matter the race? No, it's not considered cultural appropriation because these are cartoons that people dress up as to go to Comic-Con. And then again, you see the colonizer mentality. That's just not true, as most anime characters are drawn to be white, light-skinned, big blue eyes, very European-based.
Sailor Moon describes herself as a typical Japanese girl. Her parents, Ikuko and Kenji, are obviously Japanese. She's Japanese. Her hair color is non-diegetic, which means it's not literally that color. It's that color because of the art style and creative choices.
But again, those are cartoons and it's an art style. They still were born and raised in Japan. And the comments just bounced around.
That's very true. You can see these characters. They're created in this sort of shape form, guys, to be honest with you. But if you ever get really into these characters, they still go to school in Japan. They were born there. Their parents are nothing like them. They literally probably dark-haired parents, but just because their offspring is what their picture is, really up to the creator themselves. Like, it's literally a look. All right, pointy ears, pointy nose, small ears, big nose, big jaws, whatever it may be, slanted eyes, non-slanted eyes. Like, man, what is it about these characters that make you feel like they have to be white every single time? It's very not true. Very not true.
Seriously, cosplay isn't X-washing characters. Anyone can cosplay anything without needing to color their skin to be as accurate to the source. If that were the case with anime, we'd all have to change our faces to be cat-like.
Not even that, dude. I appreciate that, man. But the big point is, man, not even like it is a thing. Come on, white people. Everything is not yours, bro. Let's just be honest. This is one of those things, man. Like, come on. If somebody wanted to dress up as a turtle, we don't really like a Ninja Turtle, for example, right? You got a kid or a dude or a teenager or a young adult that says, you know, I like Ninja Turtles so much, I'm going to dress like a Ninja Turtle. All right. Where's the issue saying that the turtles are obviously, you know, of a race? No, like it's y'all disregard that because of the person dressing. It can be a black person dressing up as a Ninja Turtle, it can be a white person dressing up, but it doesn't go that far. Y'all won't say it's a racist thing or a white thing because it's a Ninja Turtle, right? But the moment they want to dress as some on paper colored in fictional character, it's an issue because of literally the color. Crazy. But Jew Almighty, thank you for this powerful video, man. I hope I did it somewhat of a justice, man. Damn, you know, I'm still kind of new to this. So please, if y'all want to support the channel, like, comment, sub for more. Try to build this channel. See what happens. Thank you so much.